Hi everyone, this is Lessons Made Very Easy, and today's lesson is about imaginary numbers I to the n shortcuts. So let's have a review. The square root of negative 1 is equal to I, and then I to the power of 1 or just equal to I. But I to the power of 2 or I squared is equal to the square root of negative 1 squared, which in turns cancel out, which leaves negative 1, and then I to the power of 3 is equal to the square root of negative 1 to the power of 3. But there's a rule, multiplication of the same base with power, this one, the same power, will lead us to a plus b. So this one is just a rule. So 2 plus 1 with the same base is just equal to same base, and then you add 2 plus 1 equals to 3. So this is just a rule, and then square root and squared will cancel out, so it's become negative 1 times this one is I, so that's why the answer is negative I to the fourth power of 4 is equal to the square root of negative 1 to the power of 4, or again with the same rule, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, so this is the same, and then it will cancel out, so negative 1 times negative 1, so the answer is 1. But remember, this is just a review, this is not the shortcut. Okay, so how about I to the 9? In the normal way, we use 4 because I to the 4 is equal to 1, so that's why we make 9 into 4s, and then the remaining is the value. Okay, that note, this is the long method. Later in this video I will tell you the easy way. Okay, just hang with me. So I to the 4, 1, and this is I, so that's why it's I. Then I to the 7 is, this is 1, and this is I to the 3, this is here negative I, and then answer is negative I to the 6, so 4 and 2, so this is 1 times negative 1, so negative 1, and then I to the 12 is 4, 4 and 4, so that's why 1, 1 and 1, 1 times 1 times 1 is equal to 1. But there's a problem with this, because you need to memorize all of this, so that's the problem. Instead of using this way, I will tell you the shortcut. How about this problem, so it takes long time to do it. Okay, so this is my technique. The solution, my shortcut way, formula is n over 2. That's it. Just divide this one over 2, and then the result, the ones place, this is the condition. If it is odd, it's negative. If it's even, it's positive. If there is a decimal value, so it's 0.5. If 0.5 it's I. If there's no or 0.0 or not no decimal value, it's 1. Okay, let's have a sample. I to the power of 123. So just divide by 2. So this is the answer, 61.5. But we will convert that. So this is odd. This is the ones place, this one, and this is the decimal place. Okay, this is odd, so that's why it's negative 1. And then 5.5 is I, so that's why it's negative I. That's just simple. How about I to the power of 254? So divide by 2 is equal to 127. So this is the rule. This is odd ones place, so that's why it's negative. How about the decimal? There's no decimal, meaning this one 1, because no decimal is just like that. So that's why it's negative 1. So simple. I to the power of 376. So divide by 2, 188. This one is the rule. So it's easy to memorize because odd is negative and then even is positive. Just remember that. And then when there's 0.5, it's I. And then if there's no 0.5, it's 1. So it's very easy to memorize. So when this is 8, so it's even, and then there's no decimal value, so it should be 1. And my last question is I to the power of 449. So divide by 2 is 224.5. So the rule, so this one is even, so it should be positive. And then how about the decimal? 0.5, so it's I. So that's it. You just memorize this, but it's easy to memorize because even positive, because there is pair, and then odd is negative, no pair, and then 0.5 is I. So just memorize that. Okay, thank you. Please like and subscribe. For topic suggestions on future videos, please comment below.